He was very quiet when you were with him by yourself. But when Bonnie was around a lot of people, he was a performer. He enjoyed the cheekiness of it all. He wanted to be the centre of attention a lot. He loved being the centre of attention.
I put it down to his size. Because he was only 5 foot tall at the time, you could not dare Ron to do anything because he would do it. He would take the challenge up. And I think that was because he was trying to prove himself, yeah. When Ron was 16, he got mixed up with the law. He did 12 months in the Riverbank institution. I don't know what went down, and my parents never talked about that.
Bonnie had sex with a girl that was 15. It was consensual, but in those days it was carnal knowledge. I presume that he thought she was his age.
Ron was 16 at the time.
Bonnie never spoke about it. Bonnie was embarrassed. Bonnie was very embarrassed. And the fact that his grandmother died while he was in detention.
He knew he let his parents down. But Ron's time in there, the 12 months, is probably the best 12 months he's ever spent. It not only taught him a little bit of responsibility and everything else and settled him down, but while he was in there, the other people in there were playing guitars, so they formed a band. And when he came out, he had a direction.
The minute he got out, he knew what he wanted to do and he formed the Spectres. They would do covers of all their favourites like Chuck Berry. He was playing drums. But he also loved the spotlight of being a singer, so he was a little bit torn between drumming and singing.
I was in a band. We were opposition bands in a very small club scene. I suggested to Bon that we join ranks and form one band and have 2 lead singers. Then we formed a band called the Valentines.
Bonnie was down the back singing some harmonies and hardly noticeable, really, in the Valentines. But he was definitely, on the live gigs, he was the star of the show. And Vince knew it too.
The Valentines were the first band in Australia to be busted for smoking marijuana.
They were banned.
Yeah, some places
the
banned
radio
them.
stations and the ABC
wouldn't play
their music, or they weren't allowed to go on any of the shows. Yeah, so it was a big thing.
Yeah.
And we lost our momentum and lost our drive. Bon and I decided that we would leave the band.